You know, one thing that I didn't even think about talking about, but an interesting aspect of your life is that you were on a game show.
I was.
Do you mind talking about it?
No,
You've
let's
probably
do
been
it.
sick about it. That was the one thing I knew about you. My sister, I guess you were, in a way, a celebrity, that you had met Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
What was the name of the show?
How Deal or No Deal?
Yeah, you were on Deal or No Deal.
Man, let me tell you.
I don't want to shortchange the story, so can you tell it for me, please?
Pull in the parking lot of Opry Mills Mall. The line is around from Dave & Buster's around to Bass Pro, all the way to the through the parking lot to where they have the bass boats lined up on I-24. Is that I-24 right there or I-40? What is that? Briley Parkway. Sorry, Briley Parkway. And there's a big pool of people still waiting to get in line just to walk around the mall, just audition for this. And I thought, there is no way, absolutely no way. I started to, and I thought, you know what? I just want to go see what the hype is. What are they waiting in line for, right? So I go in the mall, and I go into Dave & Buster's, the exit door, where people are coming out right after they audition, and security says, oh, you can't come in. This is the exit. I said, well, what goes on in there? He goes, well, you wait in line and you come in, and there's a room full of casting directors, and you speak with them. And I thought, okay, so where do we enter? He goes, you will wait in line, and the entrance is right out that door to the right. And I thought, okay, so I go and I peek out the door to the right. You know, in a movie theater, they have the little walkways, left, right, zigzag to keep you. Mm-hmm. So they had
herd cattle.
Herd cattle.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I can get in that line. I don't have to wait way back there. I go to Bass Pro, buy me a little $5 fold-out chair. I go to the bookstore, buy me a book just in case, because I don't know where my plans. I don't have a plan yet. Buy me a bottle of water, a book, and a chair. That's it. And I walk outside. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this. Do I leave? No, you don't leave. No, failure is not an option. Give it a shot. At least get kicked out and then get told to go home, right? So I go back to where the cattle lines are, and I stand there and I post up for a minute, and I'm watching people, and I'm like, okay, it's really, really organized. Way back by the bass boats, all the way around the mall, people are just standing side by side. Nobody's really moving. When it gets up here to the little cattle zigzag lines to enter, people are everywhere. They're getting out of line. They're getting antsy. They're nervous. They're trying to go to the bathroom and come back. I thought, just blend in, man. Just blend in. I set my book down, set my chair down. I'm rolling with nothing. Set my bottle of water down. Start talking to some people. Hey, and people are dressed up. People are dressed in Rocky Balboa outfit, has the boxing gloves on, and he's got a briefcase. This guy did. He had the boxing robe on, and he's got a briefcase with the Rocky Balboa, the Rocky theme song playing inside of it on a little CD. He's got a CD player taped in there, and he's tweaked some kind of little speaker to play on the exterior part. Very creative. And I thought, well, geez, I'm in jeans, flip-flops, and a T-shirt. Like, they're not going to pick me. So I start looking around. I said, what time did you get in line? He's like, I was here at 3 o'clock this morning. Okay. And you're just now up here? He's like, yeah. Some people were like, we got here at 3:30. We got here at 4. And they had spent hours. By now, it's probably 9:30 in the morning. And the choppers flying overhead, the news crew, like, this is a big deal. And I thought, okay, so see people in different costumes, outfits, almost like, have you ever watched The Price is Right? Mm-hmm. And people are, decked out trying to get on the show because of their T-shirt or something that they've created. I thought, okay, so I start talking to a couple of other people, and I just blended in. I got right in front of Rocky. Somehow, I thought he's going to punch me. He knows I've not been here since 3 a.m. So I turn and I start talking to the crowd behind him. And, I mean, there's people
You're just bullshitting.
Straight up.
This is how you get to the front of every line. I've seen you do it.
I get in the line and I just funnel in, and then I realize, holy crap, I'm in line. It's 9:45. I'm about to audition. What do? So I get right up to the door, and I get a peek into where the casting directors are. And there's probably 10 or 11 tables, yard sale tables set up all the way around this room. And there's a casting director behind each one. And you walk up in groups of 10 to each table. So if you were a casting director, they would count 1 through 10, and we would all come to you and stand in a semicircle, and they give you 30 seconds to tell you why you should be on the show. And they go around, so what is that? Just a few minutes so they can herd you back out.
You only had 30 seconds?
30 seconds. Stopwatch.
You need more than 30 seconds.
Beep, beep, beep. And I mean, people are freaking out because if you don't do good under pressure, you're not going to do good, 30 seconds. So I'm second in line. I was number 2. I get up in line, and we're just in a U shape. And I thought, I don't know what I want to talk about. What am I going to say? So I step out, acted like I was just fixing, my jeans. Sorry, fixing my jeans. Like I knelt down. I done something dumb, and whenever I stepped out, I made sure I stepped back in line, and I funneled where number 9 would be. I got between 9 and 10, so I still had a few minutes to think about something. So they come to me, and I said, my name is Garrett Smith. I'm from Manchester, Tennessee. I'm graduating college. I'm in my senior year of college. And, they ask you, why should you be on the show, and what would you do with the money? And I said, I'm my senior year of college, and I have finals next week. And if I don't make at least a C on this, I don't graduate this semester. I should be studying. I have my final Monday morning. I should be at home studying right now, but instead I'm here. So if I do win, I would use the money to pay for another year of college, because I'm probably going to fail because I'm not there studying. And you had to say one thing that you've done that was high risk, because the show's about taking risks.
Just past 2,000 people in line? That was pretty risky.
I said I jumped out of an airplane at 10,000 feet just to hear my heart race, and I would do it all over again, and left it at that. So I had 30 seconds to say all of this. Then number 10 went right beside me. They're like, okay, thank y'all. Everybody turn in your piece of paper with your name on it, and we'll call you, back we'll call you and let you know by Tuesday or Wednesday. And we're walking away, and my group of 10 are walking, and they said, hey, Gary. Hey, Greg. And I'm like, are they talking to me? I turned, and the lady's like, hey, Greg. And I was like, yeah. She goes, hey, come back. She goes, is it Gary or Greg? And I said, well, it's Garrett, but you can call me whatever you want. And she's like, okay. Here you are. She's like, hey, come here. And she starts asking me a couple more questions. And she's like, so you're in college? And I said, yes, ma'am. She says, now tell me that again. I said, well, I'm going to fail because I need to make at least a C on this test. And I'm going to need the money to pay for college. I'm paying my way through college, so I'm going to need the money for, another semester.
Now, are you bullshitting?
No, I'm serious.
Okay,
I really need to. Yeah. And, I was just being honest with her, and she's like, okay, let me make sure I have your phone number right. And I said, okay. And she verified my demographic and all that. Demographics, name, address, phone number. And, I left, and I thought, may hear back. I don't know. Midweek, I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, you should hear something. They said Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll hear back. Never heard anything. Next week, nothing. The next week, nothing. I thought, well, I didn't make it. Big deal. No big deal. Just go about life. Other opportunities will come up, right? I'm at work one day. My phone rings midday, and it was a casting director. And she goes, hey, this is da-da-da with Deal or No Deal. You auditioned back several months ago. I said, yeah, I did. She says, well, you didn't make that season, but we're trying to fill the next season, and we have 2 to 3 spots open, and I remember you from the casting call. I said, oh, okay. She goes, I wanted to make sure that I had the right phone number. I'm going to go down and try to dig out your tape out of the auditions from that particular day in Nashville. I can't guarantee that I can find it, but I wanted to see if you're still interested. I was like, no, not at all. Just call somebody else. And when I said that, I laughed. And she was like, okay. She knew I was joking. So it was the next day she calls and says, hey, I found your tape. I've got it on the desk of the producer, and that's all I know. I mean, if they review it and they like you, we'll call you. If not, thanks for your time. By Friday, I got a call, and it said, hey, we want to fly you out. I'm sorry, got a call on Thursday. We want to fly you out Saturday to California. You made the cut, by the way. I said, okay. It's not guaranteed you're on the show, but we want to fly you and 5 other people out for 1 week to LA to film, and we don't know if you film on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, so you need to be here the whole time. I was like, okay. So me and my 5 people flew out, and we filmed on Monday, which was really cool because that gave us the opportunity to either fly back on Tuesday morning or stay the whole week in LA.
Get rid of the anxiety. If you had to stay till Friday, the anxiety would have killed me. I couldn't have had any fun.
You have to be on call. So you can't go anywhere. You can't, you can, but you have to be able to get back to the hotel within 1 hour and grab your clothes, get to the studio. We filmed on Monday, and it was incredible. And we had the rest of the week to play. So, it's cool.
Okay, but that's... You just gave me. I'm gonna tell you,
half
there
the
wasn't
story,
one.
right?
No, wasn't half. That was. You didn't leave out one detail. I knew you wouldn't. You're very detail oriented. You're a stickler for details, and it helps you in business. But the best part.
Met Howie Mandel.
No, that wasn't the best part. What was the best part?
Had the $1 million case.
Picked the $1 million case. Which was the number?
17.
17. Had the $1 million case.
Yeah.
And at what point in the show did you give it up?
Let me back up.
Oh, okay.
We're in the audience. Somebody's filming. They take you back to the green room. They're filming all day. People, right before it's your chance to go on stage, they say, okay, we have 5 chairs up front or 6. Y'all sit in those. Howie's going to call your name, and you are excited. You run up on stage. You start playing. Okay, no big deal. I'm sitting there, and I'm watching this contestant from Houston, Texas. She was playing. I met her in the green room. Super awesome lady. Met her and her husband, and she aired right before me, which was really cool. She won, I think she won probably 40 or 50,000.
Is that what she cashed out at?
Yes, that's correct. And watching her play was really cool because I'm rooting her on. I'm like, I just hung out with them back there for, an hour, and I want them to win a lot of money. Just good people. And I'm sitting there talking to one of my best friends, Dustin Gallagher, and I said, what number do I pick? He's like, you don't have a number yet? I was like, man, I don't know. There's 1 through, I think it was 28, something like that. And they practice where the ladies walk over that from the back, and they're carrying their cases. And I don't know. I just judged it by which
model.
You've got nearly 30 models.
That's the
up
one
there.
that stood up. The one stood out.
I guess
Not the number.
I just said. He says 18. I said I'm thinking 17. Guy talk. I'm thinking 17. Just joking. I had not set my I wasn't confirmed that I was going to pick 17 yet. I wasn't sure. But since I told him 17, before I knew it, they called my name, and I'm running up on stage. Howie Mandel's there. You don't hug him. You don't touch him. You bump fist if you want to.
He invented that, didn't he? I'm sorry.
No, maybe. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I guess he that was it. That's just what he did. Bumps fist.
He's germaphobe.
Germaphobe, big time. Yeah. And I bumped fists with him, and before I know it, here they come. And they're not practicing. I had to pick, and I said 17. He's like, 17, come on down, and she laid the case.
She was probably grateful.
She's
Thank
done.
God. Everybody wants to be the first to be
Yeah.
picked, so they stand on those damn high hills. That'd be a terrible job.
For a couple of hours. I mean, it took 3.5 hours to film 30 minutes of television.
For
And
you, 3.5 hours?
Yeah, 3.5 hours.
No shit.
Yeah.
That was 3.5 hours of going back and forth. Were they just trying to get content?
Well, they paused for commercial breaks.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. But it's not a real commercial break. They're just doing it for the show so they can splice in a commercial. How long do they pause for?
a few minutes.
Oh, really?
Enough,
Everybody gets a break?
enough for you to stay where you are. They bring water. Water's up to you. Howie disappears. It seemed like it's hard to gauge time when you're that excited.
Yeah.
Seemed like a few minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then they're like, okay, here we're going live. They build the audience up during that 5 minute break. Though we'll call it 5 minutes. They bring out this portable basketball goal, and they throw this basketball to the crowd. They move around. People get to shoot it. They do fun things, get you hyped up, keep the energy going. And then before you know it, when you see Howie approaching the stage, game on. They don't let him stand there for no time. Picked 17, played the game. Offers were, going up. When they hit 100,000, I thought, man, I'm cashing out. The odds, I think I played the odds. Everybody says you played it perfect. I didn't want to be the guy at home or the girl, when you watch TV, you're screaming, you idiot, you dummy, you take the money, don't be greedy. I didn't want to be that guy. And I don't think I was. I mean, I had an offer go down occasionally, but it wasn't out of greed. It was just playing it statistically correct. And the $1 million never come off the board. But I only had $10, $500, $2,000.
Okay, so there was some piss poor
Small
options
numbers. 100,000 and $1 million.
left. Okay.
They offered 100 and I think 7,000. And I thought,
Oh yeah, I would have took it.
well, I mean, you have to, unless you
Greed.
just
You deserve to
greed.
go home with nothing.
If the $1 million would have come off, it would have probably went down to 20,000, something
Yeah.
like that. But they let you play it through and say, okay, you're done, deal. You push the button, deal, Howie, and I locked in 107,000. Okay, you settled for 107, but what if you would have kept going? What case would you have picked? Well, I picked case 4. It was the $500. My offers went up to like 200,000, 600,000, 800,000. And I mean, they make you play it out. And he goes, okay.
Is that part of the show?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what
What was your heart?
is
What did it
in
feel like
your case.
to see hundreds of thousands of dollars that you just missed out on? Like, it's
Brother,
got to mess with you.
Brother, I just want
You just want $107,000. You're okay
So
with it.
you're almost numb. It's hard.
Yeah.
Looking back, I mean, there's a lot of different emotions
You
now.
were a millionaire for about 3 hours.
I gave up $900,000 in 3 hours. Man, I'm blessed. Let me tell you.
I know.
It's a really cool experience. A lot of
But
people.
when you
would
realized you had the
never-
$1 million case, what'd that feel
when it
like?
unfolded, and I
Did
seen
you
it.
almost shit?
Whenever you.
Well, that's the
you-
last case.
It is.
So you knew you
Yeah.
had the $1 million at that point.
Well, they say,
Wow.
you've got one case up there and your case here. Let's see if you made the right decision. They opened that one up there, and it had like $10 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing left was the $1 million. He goes, let's open. Katie, open this case and see what we got. And she opens
Was
the
he
case.
genuinely like excited? You know what I mean? Or does he not even care? Was he
It's
surprised
his
that the
job.
$1 million was in there?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
because
holy
it doesn't
shit.
happen a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen a lot. And I don't know the history of the show. At that point, I think I was the second or third person to ever pick it. And I don't know if anybody had won it yet. I think maybe one had won, but that's it. And so it was still relatively an early show. Now I think a lot of people have.
Is that
picked
show
it.
still going?
I don't think
Doesn't
they're.
matter.
I don't think they're still producing. I don't think so.
Well,
So let me tell
I always
you.
thought that was interesting.
It's a lot of fun, and that started the excitement of, well, if I can get on here, why can't I get on other game shows? So I just started applying, and I got on Let's Ask America. I failed at that. It's
You got on the show?
yeah, they mail you, but it's a home mail.